Hi, good afternoon. It's Corrie here from CorrieDMarketing. I'm just on to introduce my 6 unique steps to intense wealth, which is my signature program, which is designed for speed. So basically what I'm doing is I'm combining 35 years worth of experience in AI, digital, advertising, sales and marketing, and I'm condensing this into one full intense week of training. So I'll chat to you and explain the 6 steps and give you a bit of insight into my background and who I am. So my background, I've worked for 35 years in advertising, sales and marketing. I've worked for the likes of the high-selling UK newspapers, such as the Daily Mail, The Sun, Thomson Directories. I worked in TomWeb, which was the online version. I absolutely loved it. And that's where I got the bug for online. And before that, I worked for a chain of local newspapers down in Ayrshire. I used to train up the sales reps, and some of those have went on to work for the national newspaper, The Express. And prior to that, I did I graduated with an HND in advertising and PR from Central College of Commerce. So I've worked with and shaped some of the world's most iconic brands that you've maybe heard of. So the likes of Tea in the Park. I used to get backstage passes, which was amazing when I got backstage passes to Tea in the Park. That was a VIP camping, toilets, flushing toilets, showers, lots of Page 3 girls behind the scenes in the VIP. Yeah, I used to be very popular when I worked at the Sun, so that was great. And we used to have some great fun, some great times. But personally, I prefer being in the campsite with the rough and ready. So that's just me. But some of the other clients that I've dealt with over the years have included Belstaff, Cruise Clothing, Macmillan Cancer, North Ayrshire Council, East Ayrshire Council, Business Gateway, Terex Trucks, which is part of Volvo, NHS, Dumfries and Galloway. I've won 18 awards in the past 13 years, and 4 of those within 5 months between October 2024 and March 2025. And that was for, I won Best Digital Marketing Agency Scotland for the 5th year in a row, Best UK Online Advertising Agency. I won a Global AI and Digital Award, and I was also recognised at the Influential Women in Business Awards as Best Strategic Business and Life Coach. So that's my recent 4 wins. But in the past, I've won awards for having one of the safest websites in the UK. I've also won awards for digital marketing, for social media marketing. A lot of people don't know when I launched my business after being made redundant at the Daily Mail, where I'd worked for almost 13 years. My son was about to start primary 1. I hadn't even bought a school uniform, and I was given gardening leave. So I was basically frog marched out the office and given gardening leave and 3 months in lieu of notice. So that basically means that you can't go and work for anybody else. And at the beginning, I was actually bawling my eyes out. I loved my job. I loved the camaraderie in the office. But looking back, it was one of those moments in your life, and we've all probably had these, where you think it's devastating and you don't know how you're going to overcome it. And now when I look back, it was actually probably one of the best things that could have ever happened to me. So my son was about to start P1, and at the time when I was made redundant, I'd been a deputy manager. I used to travel about all over the world with the Daily Mail and our annual conferences, and I miss all that. I used to travel up and down to London with the franchise shows because I used to work in franchising. And they were the main sponsors of the event. But you can imagine that's quite difficult when you've got a son and you've got an absent father and you don't have a support network. And my mum lives, 300, well, maybe not 300, but quite a lot of miles away. She doesn't drive. So basically, when I was made redundant, I kind of had one of those moments, had an epiphany moment where I realised that, I devoted the first 6 years of my son's life to my career. I'd missed his first words, I'd missed his first steps, I'd missed his first nativity play. And it dawned on me that, I was merely just a number. And at that particular moment in time, I also realised that I would never, ever work for anybody ever again. That from now on, well, not while I had a young son, that from now on, I would be in control of my own destiny. I'd be in control of my own finances, because when I went to look at childcare, it was another mortgage again, and I'm a single parent. I've got a mortgage paid off now, but the pressures on a single parent, you know, I had to go to work. I didn't have an option. I had a mortgage to pay. So basically, when I was made redundant, I made that choice that I would never work for anybody else ever again, and that I'd be in control of my own destiny, and that I would take him to school every day, and that I would pick him up every day after school, and that's exactly what I did. My son is now 19 years old, but the lesson that I learned from that is that if you're going to do something, and I'd wanted to run my own business for years, you've got to, and as Dean Graziosi says, one of my coaches and mentors, you've got to burn the boats. If you want to take the island, you've got to burn the boats. Failure wasn't an option. You know, I was a single parent. It had to work. So I set up CorrieDMarketing in October 2011, and that was initially set up as a social media marketing consultancy and social media trainer, and also online ads. So I spent my 3 months, I went and got trained on Facebook and got trained on Google Ads, and I've never looked back. So to get to the point of where we are now, the reason why I launched this 6 and 10 Steps to Wealth program and system is because I want to help as many business owners as possible to level up their game. Initially, I thought I wanted to help businesses in Ayrshire and in Scotland, and maybe tour about like what I've always done with my training courses and deliver one-on-one. But I then got coached and mentored by Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins, and they've got their own MBS platform, and that's where my courses are now hosted. I also attended loads of their training and gained my course creator certificate. And I'm not new to creating courses. I've been trained. For example, if I've been on a Train the Trainer course when I worked at the Daily Mail, I've been a trainer for decades. I've written social media training courses. So, you know, training is nothing new to me. I also worked in the learning and personal development section at the Daily Mail, and there's not many sections that I haven't worked on without trying to blow my own trumpet. So the 6 steps to wealth, you've got the W, which stands for, we're going to be doing that on the Monday. So that's the who, what, why, where, when. So we're going to be identifying your exact target audiences, whereabouts they are most likely to hang out. We're going to look at, and that will be online and offline. We're going to look at your competitor analysis, like who you see yourself besides. We're also going to be looking at Simon Sinek's why. So knowing your why and understanding your why that's what's going to get you through the challenging the times. Having an emotional reason why you're in business, because if you haven't had an emotional time in business yet, you will. So we're going to go 7 levels deep, and that's something I learned from Team Graziosi and Tony Robbins, where we drill down 7 levels deep to exactly identify your why. Then that's going to be the Monday. The Tuesday, the E, is for education. So you're going to get access to Corrie D's High Growth Lab, which is my online e-learning and resource library hub. And within that hub right now, I've got Intro to AI Fundamentals, which I don't recommend because you've got the full-on course within there called AI Fundamentals, Unlock AI Secrets. It's a certified training course. I've made these courses fun and engaging because when I was studying for AI, I've been studying now for almost 2 years, since October 2023. And to be quite honest, some of it has been brutal. AI and IT, because I'm quite a creative person, I find can be quite boring. So I've made this fun, I've made it engaging. It's got fun animations, cool music. I'm trying to make it something that I found really difficult and confusing. I'm trying to make it easy. So there's also interactive quizzes in there. And then I've also done a quiz, which is in the style of one of my favourite TV programmes. And I even liked it that much, I bought it on the PlayStation, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So the E, we're also going to be evaluating your website. I've got my guys, my team of SEO experts are going to we're going to carry out a website analysis and SEO makeover on your website as part of the evaluation. We're also going to look at a SWOT analysis of where you are beside your competitors, and they might not be who you think they are. We're also going to be looking at education. So you're going to get access to the High Growth Lab, which has also got access to social media marketing mastery from crickets to clients. And in that training, you're going to be looking at social media ads, but also groups and all the different things, all the different social media networks. And you're going to identify exactly what social media networks your target audience are likely to be hanging out on. So then we're going to move on to the A, which is advertising. So by the end of this course, we're going to have set up a Google search, a display, a YouTube video, and a performance matters ad campaign. So I'm going to do this with you. You're going to set up your own accounts. You're going to be able to do this yourselves. And then we're going to look at the L, which would be on the Thursday email. So L stands for long form and short form video. Without going down too much jargon, what that basically means is everybody that works, that's got a digital marketing presence should be doing video. Almost all businesses should be doing video. Video is where it's at when it comes to online. So we're going to be doing a long form and a short form video. I'm going to show you how to do this using AI tools and then chaining these tools together. So a long form is like a landscape. It can be 30 seconds to a minute, 1 minute and a half, 2 minutes, whatever you want it to be. Short form is like your mobile version. I think Facebook give you 15 seconds. YouTube, I think 30 seconds. Depends on what you're doing with it. If you were making it into an advert, I think it's 15 seconds. But we're going to go into all this more in depth, and then we're going to be doing the WEALT is training. So this is where I'm going to give you AI training. I'm going to show you all the best AI tools. So there are 5 LLMs, that means large language models. Loads of you might know ChatGPT, and yep, that's great. ChatGPT is probably one of my favorites as well because it's multimodal. So that what that means is it can do text to image, image to text, it can do adverts, it can create content, it can read pictures. So you could take a picture, and this is one of my biggest tips when it comes to ChatGPT. I use this all the time. So if I'm out and about and I need to convert these pictures that I've got into text, I'll take a picture. Then what I'll do is I'll upload it to ChatGPT and convert it into text. If it's a business card, so earlier on today I was out repping in Glasgow. So if I've got these business cards or flyers, and my phone went flat today. So if I'm out and about, I would normally have a fully charged phone. I thought it was charging last night and it wasn't. I didn't have the cable in properly. I would normally just take a picture and then upload that picture to ChatGPT, ask it to convert it into text, and then that text document I would then insert into my CRM system. That's something else you will get. You'll understand digital marketing. Sorry, I meant to tell you this is part of the training. So you'll understand the difference between a good website, a funnel, a lead magnet. We can also, as part of this program, set you up with the whole platform that does all of this. So if you've ever tried HubSpot or MailChimp, personally give me the fear. I'm probably the most least tech person that you can get. So for me, things have got to be user-friendly and easy. And this CRM system is absolutely amazing. And we're going to show you how to do automations within there, how to use the CRM system. And it's got a social media planner, so it can basically bang out all your social media within minutes. It scrapes all your website and then sends out all your social media. So that's a game changer. So what you ideally want to be doing is, and I learned this from I think it was Dean Graziosi, not Tony Robbins, automate, delegate, or delete. So what you can't automate, you delegate, and what you can't delegate, you delete. And that just frees up your time. And because I'm all about making sure that you've got financial freedom, which is what wealth is all about. But it's not just about having the financial freedom, because if you can do your own online ads, you don't have to pay me 10 grand a month for me to manage your online ads for you. You'll have the skills that you can do this yourself. So that's going to help out with your budgets. But then also you can then grow and scale your business. But I'm also going to show you ways you could do this without an ad budget, just using specific groups. So we're going to look at all that and social media networks. But by the end of this, you're going to have your own platform where you can do all this. It's Tony and Dean's platform. It's absolutely amazing. It's taken me about a year to learn this, and I'm still learning. Some of you have maybe seen my emails. There's been tiny wee errors here and there. So, you know, it's a learning curve. I'm a human, I've got to learn this, so then I can help you guys. But by the time I come and bring it to the market for you guys, there's also 24/7 tech, there's a tech team, and then you've also got me. And we're also going to be looking at ebooks and how to publish ebooks if we've got time, if you're interested. We might not run out, we might have run out of time for that. And that's probably something maybe even for another day that I'll put into the growth lab. So whatever we don't manage to cover, don't worry, there will be training courses, there'll be modules, there'll be course certificate courses. So there's going to be AI and the social media. There's also a course in there, and it's not certified, this one, but it's I'm trying to think what one is. Oh yeah, it's time management, project management, and goal setting. So this is really going to help you, because I've worked for the national papers under high pressure sales with daily deadlines. So this time management tool is something that I've taught my son and my mum to use. I use it in my personal life daily. It's an absolute game changer. And then we're going to be looking at project management and also AI tools that can help you with your project management as well, and your goal setting, because you know, for you to be able to benchmark your success as well. And then I'm going to show you how to set up things like Google Analytics so you can track your progress, track how well you're doing. And I'm going to show you how to put in remarketing pixels in your Google ads and in your Facebook ads so that you're doing your remarketing, you're not leaving any crumbs on the table. I'm also going to be showing you through the CRM system how you can be blasting out email mail shots, which you've probably seen me doing lately. And finally, the H, which would be the Saturday. So that is the how. That's the day where you get your sleeves rolled up. You're going to be working, you're going to be applying everything that we've learned over the whole week. So you're putting it all together. So you'll have your videos, you'll have your ads, you'll be putting your ads onto your Google ad platform and your Facebook ads and your videos, and you'll be posting them to your page. And that's your what I call H is also for harvest. So that's your harvest day, where everything that you put into place, you're going to be able to harvest. And we're also, if we're going to have time, and if we don't worry, it'll be in the high growth lab. But I also want to do a training course on the whole strategy. So it's not just about getting ads. That's like 1/10 of the whole jigsaw puzzle, running ads. It's all about what happens before that and after that. So we're going to make sure that you've got a whole strategy and a framework and the systems in place so that basically you can hit the ground running, that you're going to be profitable, that you can grow at scale, you can grow as fast or as slow as you like. It just depends on your ad budget, how much you want to spend. And then you're going to be able to walk away with financial freedom. But also, wealth isn't just about finances. Wealth to me is about being able to, and this is a great one from Dean Grazio's, it's Tony Robbins, sorry. He talks about success. To me, I call this wealth, because it's not just about wealth as in finances, but it's wealth in your life, so that you can do what you want, when you want, spend what you want with who you want. So that's it in a nutshell. That's what you're going to learn by the end of this, this 1 week. So that gives you a summary of everything that the 6 unique steps to intense wealth system is all about. So hopefully that summarises it all. And if you need to give me a call, if you want to talk to me about it, feel free. You can schedule a call through my online calendar, or you can give me a call on 07411 170758. That's 07411 170758. Thank you very much. Take care. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you.